Okay guys, so today we will be looking at the new eFootball update. They have actually added some really interesting stuff to it. For once. They still don't have what I want, which is, of course, Master League. But at this point, it's pretty obvious Konami don't care about that because it's not giving them money. So let's just look at what they have added to the game. First of all, we get this new cutscene for when you score a late goal. We already had this sort of cutscene in PES since like PES 19. But they've added some guys now. Lots of guys wearing suits run onto the pitch after a late goal. Personally, I prefer the old cutscene. I just think, unless it's like a Champions League final, why is the guys with suits running onto the pitch after a late winner? And this says 86th minute. Like, surely that's a bit too early for that. Like, imagine being in the relegation zone. You still get relegated on the final day, but you score a late winner. Everyone runs onto the pitch like this. Also, I'm pretty sure all of these models are still like the exact same height as each other. Just like the player models, which cringes me out. Also, these models just don't look that good. But I don't think anything looks that good graphically in eFootball anyway. Apart from the faces, as you can see. When you actually go into instant replay and look at the faces close up, that looks unreal. I will give them that one thing. As you can see, they've added 149 new faces. So Nick Voldemort, I don't know how to say his name. That looks unreal. Although in the actual game, in the cutscenes, it doesn't look that good. Cutscene that Konami used to design were outdated and uninteresting, unlike FC, which were always designed at the highest level. It seems that Konami has just decided to improve their quality. Yeah, that's true. As you can see, this is the late winner. The cutscene you get in the new eFootball 5.2 update. Yeah, like, I don't know why so many guys in suits are running onto the pitch. Unless it's the Champions League final. Although seeing this is funny though. PES fans, yeah, you see the fans. This is the first time in the history of PES or eFootball the fans look that good in a cutscene ever. The fans have never looked that good in a cutscene ever. Although I do find it funny because PES fans spent years saying, we don't care about cutscenes, we don't care about graphics, we only care about gameplay. But clearly they do add something to the game. They add a lot of immersion. And that attitude is exactly why Konami put such little effort into the graphical side of the game. Because they deluded themselves into thinking it doesn't matter, but it clearly does. Because it looks great, even though it will obviously get repetitive after a while. So they've added cutscenes. They've added new player faces. They've added this new sort of manager assistance thing where it pops up during the game and gives you advice on what to do. I didn't clear the ball and I got advice from Mikel Arteta telling me to clear the ball quickly and I ended up conceding. So I guess I should have listened. But it's just basic common sense advice anyway. It's a gimmick that I don't know why they added to the game. Like, who needs this? It just sums up the game that eFootball is. It's such a mobile game. The user interface looks like a mobile game. You get pop-ups during the game that look exactly like an iOS pop-up when you complete a certain objective. And now you've got another pop-up on the screen for the manager advice. There should not be this much stuff on the screen in a football game. Although the footprint mark on the pitch has been in the game for quite some time, this mark when doing a slide tackle I haven't seen. So now you leave marks on the pitch for doing slide tackles. Another thing that EA added to the game, back in like FIFA 16 or 17, everyone said, we don't care, we only care about the gameplay. You could have had this in PES years ago, if you actually had high standards for Konami. Now we get it for the first time in PES, but it's the worst PES ever, graphically and in terms of content. No Master League. Like, thanks for finally adding it in 2025.
Added some new goal celebrations.
So new special goal celebrations.
These are special goal celebrations that will only be activated by scoring an incredible.
They will only be activated by scoring an incredible goal, which is very subjective anyway.
Such as scoring with a long range.
So scoring with a long-range shot or a first-time shot. Again,
Be sure to have a go.
another cutscene that looks great.
We'll also add more celebrations.
This cutscene has been in FC for years.
Spectacular goal.
People tell you cutscenes don't matter, only gameplay matters. No. Both of them do matter, clearly.
We've added some new credible goal.
Both of them matter.
Conditions must be met to trigger one of these goal celebrations, such as scoring with a long range.
So new animations for defeats. Yeah, they're adding some cool stuff, I can't lie. Animations do matter. Stuff outside gameplay does matter. It almost feels like a sign they might be adding Master League, but it's been 4 years and they haven't, so I'm not getting my hopes up. I've already accepted they don't really care about it, so I don't want to get my hopes up. Some players with new faces in 5.2. It's such a myth. It's such a false image. They look so good in the instant replay. Gyökeres, I've never seen Gyökeres look that good in the game during like a cutscene or on the pitch. Only when you go into instant replay do they ever look that real. It's such a myth. Like they look, those faces are better than FC faces, hands down. Those are perfect. But they never look that good in the game. What else did they add? New Golasso celebration. What are those graphics? These TikTok edits are so bad. What are these graphics, man? I can't see what's going on. It's already snowing and you decided to make it even harder to see. We've adjusted defensive behaviour. Players with high defensive awareness will mark players tightly. Look, there's already way too many interceptions that happen in eFootball, in my opinion. I thought the defence was fine. I thought it was strong enough. Like, that looks like a good change until you play the game yourself. This is another big change. AFCON will be in eFootball. It's the first time a major African tournament appeared in a game. That is the best thing ever they've added to eFootball, in my opinion. It's got the trophy there. Like, I can't even hate on that. So there's some problems that I still have with the game, obviously. First of all, players are the exact same size as each other during cutscenes. Imagine if you had like Peter Crouch and Andy Carroll, Ibrahimovic, Mertesacker on the pitch. You score a late winner during the cutscene where all the guys in the suits run onto the pitch like you've just won a Champions League final. Imagine they're all the same height in the cutscene. That is so unimmersive, it's insane. Now my problems with the gameplay, same problem I've had with the gameplay in eFootball for years. Every single team plays the same, which makes playing against the AI so boring. They all dribble the exact same. There's no individuality. The only difference I've seen is on top player, they're just slightly less good than Superstar. Duh. Like, they're less quick with everything, every action that they do. Even on the lower difficulties, they're still capable of making the same perfect passes and dribbles. They just do them much, much slower, so it's easy to win the ball back. So yeah, every AI team plays the same. You know, I'm seeing second division teams do perfect tiki-taka. And it's even worse on superstar difficulty. Another problem I have, the gameplay feels very scripted. Still, there's times where the AI will make a pass and your defensive player that you're controlling should easily intercept the ball. But they almost ignore the ball sometimes. It's like they let the pass get completed. It's like certain actions in the game have to be completed. Like my player can be in the way of the ball. He won't even respond to it to ensure that the AI completes that pass. It feels like the ball is locked onto its target. Like sometimes the ball leaves the AI's foot. It's locked on. That player that is intended to receive the ball will receive it no matter what. The ball doesn't feel like a separate entity. It feels like it's locked on, like a homing missile. That's literally the best way to describe it. We still have freezing in the game, where you make a tackle and the player ends up freezing for like a second or two. They said they removed this in the past update. Yeah, it felt slightly less bad, like 1 or 2 weeks, if even that. Then it went straight back. This has been a problem in PES for like a decade now. I've also seen it where sometimes when a player wins the ball near you, your player freezes. Like you don't even have to tackle anyone, they just freeze. Another thing, the physicality isn't amazing in my opinion. Like it feels too random. It feels like the player in front can just shield the ball perfectly, regardless of how strong they are. Like that's the most physicality you'll see in the game. Shielding. I don't see shoulder barges. I don't see anything else. AI defending, another problem I have. This applies to my AI and the actual opponent AI as well. They are just too good at tracking back. I made a whole video about this a while ago. They are too good at tracking back. The second you release a pass, they're sprinting back full speed. And obviously because it's the AI, they know exactly what player, is intended to receive the ball. And they sprint to that player. Look at how quickly their feet move. It's just perfect defense each time. No matter what moment it is in the game, no matter how much stamina they have left, no matter how good their defending stats are, they just sprint back at the speed of light. They can do aggressive pressing all game. It doesn't matter how tired they are. It is perfect.
Good spread. That's going in strongly.
Now dribbling in the game is of course fun. Left trigger. Because there's inertia in the game, you can easily beat someone by going in the other direction suddenly with a burst of pace. Although I do think it's too easy. It feels like every player can do the dribbling. I can do it with Gyökeres, I can do it with Lewandowski, Vinicius. They all feel the exact same. Even though those players obviously run with the ball differently from each other. The close control dribbling in this game is too overpowered. But it is fun, to be fair. But it feels like every player can do it at the exact same way. So yeah, of course with the whole tracking back thing that I just mentioned, I obviously don't want the defensive AI to be awful, like how it used to be in FC. But it just makes games boring. It feels like every team plays perfectly. Every goal I end up scoring is just me breaking them down with quick passes. Like there's no variety when I play on Superstar. Even when I win, it feels boring. Because it's just perfect defending. So you have to break them down methodically with quick passes. Like it's not even overly, insanely difficult. It's just boring and repetitive. Whereas sometimes my defensive AI just stands there. Another problem, there's no manual left trigger for You know, manual controls. In PES, when you held down the left trigger, you could choose to do a manual pass. You would see the arrow.
And here's
Of
Vinicius
course, they got rid of
Junior.
that. So you have to play on full manual passing if you want that. You can't choose to do it occasionally, which of course is very annoying.
Rodrigo receives it in a good position here.
They're probably going to add it back in a future update and everyone will act like they've just cured cancer. So yeah.